last 25 years, as a cantor on the Jewish high holidays, I chant a prayer called the Hineni. Hineni means, here I am, fully present, body, mind, and spirit, willing to be the spiritual singing emissary of the community, willing to pray and ask for forgiveness on behalf of the entire community. Now, according to the Hineni prayer, a cantor needs to have a pleasing voice, have enough life experience, be personable, and have a beard. So how did I get to be this person who chants the Hineni? And for that story, I need to take you back with me to the 1950s, to that shtetl in uptown Manhattan called Washington Heights, to Rabbi Weinberg's synagogue. A cacophonous wailing of men's voices fills the synagogue. Discordant and nasal sounds sung at different tempos, in different keys, crescendo around the room, and ricochet on up to the balcony where I stand with my mother and the other women of the congregation. We reached that point in the service where my mother would turn to me and say, "Don't look." And I'd squeeze my eyes tight shut and turn and face the back wall so that I wouldn't accidentally look. And I wondered, did my brothers sitting downstairs with my father also have to close their eyes? I had no idea what this particular prayer was about, and perhaps it was just this very sense of mystery that was so entrancing. I let the sounds wash over me, sounds that I wanted to make, sounds that I would sort of sing to myself at night, but knew I wasn't supposed to. Only men could lead the congregation in prayer. One year, when I was about 9, I sat with the cantor's daughter, Lily. It was Lily who initiated me into some of the tricks of the ultra-Orthodox lifestyle. Light switches on timers, pre-torn sheets of toilet paper. My own family, like many post-Holocaust refugee families, was bound more by tradition than faith. My parents attended this Orthodox synagogue and sent us kids to a private religious Jewish school because they wanted to be sure that we knew exactly what it was that we didn't believe in. On Saturdays, after services, we would drive down to the Lower East Side, to Delancey Street, to do our discount shopping. Religious Jews don't drive or shop on Shabbat. And as we passed our fellow congregants taking their walks along Riverside Drive on Shabbat, we kids would duck down in the back seat of our 1954 Plymouth sedan so as not to be seen. But now it's Lily who turns to me and says, "Let's peek." Slowly we turned our heads, and what we saw was mesmerizing. Our sight was very much intact. There on the bima, on the stage, in front of the Ark of Torah scrolls, I saw my friend Rini's father, Mr. Kurtz, Mechi's father, Mr. Frankel, Tuli's big brother, Shimmy, 7 men in all with their heads covered by their prayer shawls, their arms outstretched, palms outward, fingers pressed into a V formation, thumbs way out to the side, touching each other. To this day, even so many years later, I still feel this gesture forbidden to me. So what a shock it was to see this holy configuration appropriated by Mr. Spock as the Vulcan salute on Star Trek. The men were swaying from side to side. They were rocking back and forth. eternity, and when they were done, they were perspiring heavily. They had just petitioned for security, enlightenment, and peace. These are priests, our Kohanim. They never looked up. They never saw me. But here I am today, Hineni. Hayya,